One of the pleasures of being a portrait photographer are the wonderful conversations we often have with our subjects. In this short film, I share my conversation with the musician and composer, Bryan Master.
Music is everything to me. It is, aside from my family, it's what keeps me going. It's what excites me. I live and breathe music every day. I dream in music. I wake up in the middle of the night with songs in my head. It's just part of my DNA. I'm Bryan Master. I'm a composer and producer. I'm at my home studio here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I'm probably most known for my work in the audio first world, so across podcasts, across scripted audio dramas and comedies. I do a ton of work for Audible, across a lot of their Saturday Night Live cast, as well as their James Patterson slate. My earliest memory of music is the Beatles' Rubber Soul. I was 3 or 4 years old, down the shore with my family, and I just remember that music, the record sleeve, and the connection between the visual and the audio that I was hearing. My first real go at a career in music was as a performing, touring, and recording artist, singer-songwriter. So I really gave it a good go for about 10 years or so, probably during the toughest decade of the music industry. So it taught me a lot. The grit of being an artist and just having a DIY mentality and going for it. I was living between New York City and LA, two of the most expensive cities that you could live in as a struggling artist. And I had to pay my own bills. I had to DIY everything and, pay for the caliber of recording and the people that I wanted to work with and record with. So I side hustled music while I was working full-time, which started out as a day job in the advertising world. And that day job lasted for 22 years before I was able to pivot out of corporate America and go full-time with music. There are definitely some differences between composing for the sake of composing versus being on an assignment. The obvious ones are having strict boundaries or guidelines or directives, and sometimes that can help. Sometimes those directives are helpful in bringing out specific things that you wouldn't naturally gravitate to. When I'm starting a new project, it's a lot of equal parts fear, terror, but also excitement. You always want to do better than the last thing that you did, and there's that fear of what if I don't have another good idea in me. That's just sort of the torture state of being an artist, I think, and something that I live with all the time. But there's also the challenge of it not being your last one and wanting to do better and do more and different than your last one. And I think that's also the challenge that drives artists. It's definitely harder to write on assignment because you've got the pressure of having to crack a code of subjectivity that is a really specific thing to try and nail. You're trying to hit a perfect synergy of exactly what they're looking for, and that's a tough thing to do. But when it does click, it's a great feeling. My career has been an interesting journey between doing what you have to do and doing what you want to do. And the lesson is to not give up on what you want to do. And you got to work hard, but you also have to have belief in yourself and have that grit and have that perseverance to keep going.